Hello and welcome back to Thayjamieallan. I'm Whyte.
I'm Thayjamieallan.
Jamie, it's been a while. This definitely isn't the second take.
It's definitely not. It's been a minute.
It has indeed been a minute, literally.
Aye, it's been a while.
You happy to be back?
Aye. It's been a while since I just sat down and spoke to somebody.
That hasn't been in work.
Aye, that hasn't been a customer, aye. I should probably mention that, aye.
It's been a while.
Aye, but we're back.
Yeah. This will be actually sort of like a more catch-up thing for me and Jamie as well, because we haven't actually seen each other in a while.
There's been a lot of stuff happened in the month or so that we've been away.
Yeah, well, firstly, I suppose we should start off on the happy topic. I've crashed my car! I get, oh my god, I've just realised something. I can finally title one of these podcasts Gone Wrong.
Banging views.
I was driving to work, gone wrong. See, perfect.
Banging views, yes indeed. In the hood.
In the hood bracket. How many brackets do you think is acceptable to put in? 10?
Or you can put in the hood.
Warning. Blood.
Or you could just get a thumbnail, like Gone Wrong.
Let's see, good thinking.
There you go. Right, well.
And this will still get 30 views only, but
it's 30.
We try for you guys, you know.
Considering it's inactivity for a month and a half, 30 views I'd be happy with. You've got to take what you get.
Yeah, true. To be fair though, like I'm sure if we beg our mates, we might share it.
Aye, this is true.
But yeah, no, it's been so I should probably go. An eventful month. But so I probably should explain what happened then, because just for a bit of drama. So I should point out, by the way, I'm 20 and I can't remember if we said on the podcast before, but I've had 4 cars now, right? But I've never been in a car crash. I've had Honda Civic when I was 14. I had which we've talked about with you and I think. Corsa, which was a rust bucket. Fiesta, which was a death trap, and now my Kia, which worked perfectly fine, but I've crashed that now. Basically what happened was driving back home and on a wet Scottish evening.
Normal Scottish evening.
Being a good sensible boy, driving the correct speed limit, saw a car within plenty of time, braked, but of course I had to hit like leaves or a waterbed or something like that. Car locks up, just skids, then my brakes just lock up and I just go straight into the back of another boy's car and I whack my chest off the steering wheel. But there was some good, because even though I went into shock, which I've never done before, I realised you actually do get very nice people in the world, because after it happened, some woman in her house, she was like right on the corner of a cul-de-sac, like ran out, took me into her house, sat down with me, was offering me tea, was hugging me, was telling me, here's what you do, sort of thing, I'll phone the police, I'll phone the paramedics, I'll push your car, sort of thing. And it did actually feel kind of nice, because although it was a really shitty moan, especially because, well, as the neighbour pointed out, there's about 7 houses full of folk that sort of looked out the window but done nothing about it. She was like nice enough to obviously come out, take me into her home, complete stranger, and just like, make sure I'm alright, yeah. And it makes me realise now, especially if I ever see something like this, I'm never going to just
drive it past.
I'm going to help them, because I've realised that, because see, if she wasn't there for me to do that, I don't know what sort of state I would have been in. Like, I was passing down the rain, it was a main road, it was just after work, so everyone was driving home. Like, I would have been in a wreck, but she made sure that I was in an okay position, and it does sort of make you appreciate that people do good out there, sort of thing, when you think sometimes they won't.
Aye, exactly. Brings out the best of your mates as well.
Yeah, definitely. I've noticed that. So thank you to you and all my other friends. I appreciate you looking out for me when
it doesn't make sure it makes people. It brings the best out in people as well, 100%. Yeah, but no, that's only good to come from it. Sorry. The rest is shit.
Well, hey, I might be healthier now that I'm walking everywhere.
Well, this is true, right?
I mean, I should say, right, in the grand scheme of things, in the very grand scheme of things, I don't actually need a car. Like, everything is within walking distance that I need. However, everything is within walking distance, but it's a long walking distance away. So everything. So where I live in my flat, right. So this studio here that we record in, this isn't like my house anymore. This is my mum's. Like, we use like a spare room that wasn't used, sort of thing. But like, it takes me 45 minutes to walk here. It takes me 45 minutes to walk to uni. It takes me 45 minutes to walk to my work. It was like the main 3 places I need to travel, and they're all 45 minutes to an hour walk away. It just went before it'd be a 10-minute drive. So now you're constantly thinking about adjusting the time where you'd be like, oh, I can leave 10 minutes before my work now. I'm like, fuck, I'll need to get up an hour earlier now and get a shower change. You know.
And it's not quite like Glasgow where the buses are like every 2 minutes and they go to every second street.
Yeah.
You get like one or two buses in Cambusbarn.
Yeah. Pretty much.
But in general, like in the town centre, you do get a lot of buses, obviously, but
you're not getting bus around the town.
Exactly, you're not going to bus around the town, and there's only like 8 buses that go to the uni a day. As far as I'm aware of.
I mean, I've never taken a bus, you know, but I think as well, like, even monetary value as well, because, like, okay, fair enough, I may be putting 30 quid of petrol in my car a month, say, or 20 quid or whatever it is, but in that time, like, okay, say if I was to get the bus to my work every day for work, that would cost me about 6 or 7 quid for, like, a return ticket. And if you factor in as well, if I want to buy lunch there as well, that'll be like another 2 or 3 quid. So I'm already spending 10 quid in my wages, which I don't make much of, like, already goes away straight into like travel and that.
I'm getting there.
Yeah, and that's just for one day. Like, if I do that over a month, I'll be spending about 50 quid if I keep doing that at that sort of rate. So I have to walk everywhere now, which is
no ideal.
Pain in the arse, to say the least.
Indeed.
But
aye. No ideal.
No, but I should warn. I suppose this is my bit of advice to anyone. Well, 2 bits of advice, right? One, if you see something, don't act like a dick and drive off, or cover your windows because you don't want like folk to know that you're looking at them, sort of thing. Go out and help the people. You know, 9 times out of 10, it'll probably be someone like me, young, not too experienced with driving, doesn't know what to do with the insurance. And you know, you'll panic and folk will take advantage of that sometimes. But even if you're there just to offer them into your house, or you don't even need to offer them into your house, just go out, make sure they're okay, get them a glass of water, something like that, you know. Then they'll be very appreciated. What's that?
Just keep them calm.
Yeah, no, that's like the main thing, because, you know, it makes it better for them and them as well. And to be honest, you'll probably feel good about it yourself afterwards as well, so you can take that with you. And second bit of advice is, no matter how good a driver you are, and there's many good drivers out there, and although I wouldn't consider myself an expert driver by any means, I wouldn't consider myself a bad driver. I mean, you could be doing literally nothing wrong, and I don't think in that scenario I was doing anything wrong. I was good distance back, I was doing the speed limit, I wasn't on my phone, I wasn't on the sat nav, I wasn't playing about with the radio or whatever. I still saw them in plenty of time, but due to things that are out of my control, you know, I've lost my car now. And it's just to sort of say, you might think you're in control all the time, but, you know, maybe take care, because otherwise you might fuck yourself.
I mean, the thing is, you say that you were taking care and still.
Yeah, exactly.
It's literally impossible to be safe on the road. What I will say is, always do what's right, and then you're not doing what's wrong. But if you're speeding down if you're doing 60 on a 30, then if somebody else crashes, you're most likely at fault.
Well, no, you're definitely at fault.
So just
no one's great.
Don't be a knob.
Yeah, like, you know, we're not going to try and, me and Jamie aren't going to try and claim that we've never like sped anywhere, or we've never, only I. Me and Jay will claim.
Fucking excuse me.
Yeah, no. The pair of us have done things which, you know,
on a 30, 40 on a 40.
yeah, of course. But
100 on the motorway, 100 on the motorway. The motorway's not got a speed limit.
Yeah, on the autobahn it doesn't. But yeah, it's just to say, like, you might be driving like an idiot, you might not be driving like an idiot, you can still crash. Just because you're driving 100% correctly doesn't mean you won't end up in a ditch by some accident. So, you know, be careful, especially when it's raining, because to be honest, like, my gran's a very nervous driver, and when she's always talking to me about, oh, watch out when it's raining, I always sort of think, yeah, but again, it's just a bit of rain, so I have my windscreen wipers, I'll be fine. I've aquaplaned before, but it's never caused me to crash. But, like, you know, all that it took me to crash that night was a bit of rain and some leaves. Like, realistically, if you're anywhere in the UK, you're probably going to find that on any road that you drive on, so, you know, take care, stay safe. But I'm also not the only one that's crashed here, have I? I didn't actually know, until I crashed, he didn't actually tell me that he's crashed his car before, so...
It wasn't major though, that's the only thing.
Yeah, no, but like, you know, what happens?
Like, mine's never took the insurance, mine's wasn't anybody injured.
No, but I'm sure you...
It shot me up big time, to be fair. But I was coming out the roundabout and...
How long ago was this?
Fuck knows, maybe last year at some point.
You've only been driving there for 2 years, haven't you?
Aye.
Aye, so it was just a year after you passed it, roughly.
Yeah, well, but 8-9 months down the line.
Yeah.
Was coming out of the roundabout at, you know, the Boston pub.
Oh yeah, 13, 14 area.
No. Well, aye, that's up a bit though.
Do you mean the one beside Plano was sort of...
Aye,
yeah.
so the one down a bit though.
Yeah.
So I was coming out to go left towards like your space and stuff.
Yeah.
And I came up to there, I was about to turn left, and a car came round the roundabout, which was fine. Obviously slowed down, waiting on going
Is
back.
this the main roundabout, aye? Like down the bottom of the hill slightly?
No, you know where the Shell garage is?
Yeah, oh right,
That
okay.
roundabout.
Yeah, no, that's the one I meant, so...
Oh right, okay, right, so he was coming out he was going to your space, and I was going to your space, and he came out here, and the traffic lights are there.
Right.
And they're a good bit away.
Yeah.
And they just turned for amber to red, or straight to red, whatever.
Yeah, I know that. Right.
And he, like, was going probably about 20 round the roundabout.
Yeah.
Came in, and then stopped.
Like, just completely...
Completely stopped.
Before the lights.
I'd want to say he stalled, but that's just me. And I came out obviously rather, not quick, but I came out sharp. And then realised that he had stopped sudden when there was about 4 or 5 car spaces before the next car.
Yeah.
Because there was one car behind the lights. Lights are here, cars there. He had maybe about 4 or 5 car spaces.
Yeah.
And he stopped, like just dead on stopped. And I just went in the back of him. Like I managed to like kind of get out the road.
Yeah.
It was only like my side of the car that got fucked. So, but it was as soon as you done it, you're like, oh fuck.
So what did you hit on your car?
Just the light, the headlight on the right hand side.
Right.
And of his car, just like put the bumper, like the side.
Yeah.
Above his wheel. I can't remember what it's called.
The wheel arch.
Aye, so I kind of fucked that in. That was it. But
Was the guy pissed or was he?
Nah, it was alright. Once we got out, once I got out of the car, he was like, "Oh, how are you?" I was like, I'm alright. And then we kind of just spoke for a bit, and he was, details. I went, aye. And then that's when we kind of got into insurance talks and stuff.
What age was the boy?
Probably about 49 or something around there. I never went to insurance and ended it though.
Did you just get it fixed and he got his end fixed?
Yeah.
That's good that, you know, it wasn't considered that bad.
I just said to the guy, look, I was 18 at the time. I think I was 18 at the time. Or 19, maybe. No, I'd say 18. And I just says to him, look, I'm 18, insurance is already like $1,000.
Please don't.
Like, give me a turn here. And then give me your details, so I've still got his number to this day. And I just says to him, look, phone me and prove that I'm giving you the right number. you've got my reg, like there's no bullshit around this.
Yeah.
Cool, no bother, give you benefit of the doubt. He went to a garage, got his fixed, I went to a garage, got mine fixed.
Do you have to pay for his damage?
Aye.
Yeah.
Although I argued the point with my dad, but he was like, no, we'll just pay it and pay them out because he's done you a favour by not getting insurance.
Yeah, no.
Which like you say, if it was insurance going into the back of somebody, you're at fault regardless. So it was like,
and you would have been at fault if there was.
So I was just like, you know what, fuck it, I'll listen to my dad. I always listen to my dad. I was like, it is what it is. My dad's right. Although it was.
Plus, it would have been like I imagine a couple hundred that came out of your account instead of a couple grand that came out of your account.
It's not even worth my fucking. It's not even worth my time. Not even worth arguing. Just
pay the boy what he's needed.
Pay him for his damages, and his was.
You're lucky he came off sound about it though, because if he went to his insurance, if you were 18 as well, you'd probably still be paying off your course at this rate.
So it's just like, you know what, fuck it is what it is. And then we go, but mine's was expensive to fix because it was a 17 plate, it was brand new at the time.
Yeah, was it showroom that it just came out?
Aye, whereas his was like an old rust bucket.
Yeah, so you're slightly lucky about that.
His like genuinely barely cost £200. And all they had to do was like the suction pad, bring it out,
oh right, aye,
repaint, and then surface the bottom of the car. I was like, I think if I'm going off exact figures, like 178 plus VAT, and I was like, took it to 200, and I was like, no, right, there you go.
Yeah.
Pocket change, you know. I was like, but
and if you want to go to EE and make sure that's still pocket change for Jamie, then
and I was like, you know what, fuck it, there's yours. And then what I done is I just put a, we've got a headlight for screw fix. Aye. And then got glass put in by Corsa. That cost 40 quid. That was it, done. And I had to get a new front bumper though. But I just got a knockoff. Actually
eBay.
Actually, no, it wasn't me, it was like an actual garage that done it for me.
Okay.
It was a guy with Neuro, and we took it in and he was like, fuck it, I'll do that. But you want the original? And he was like, I was like, how much that would cost?
Actually, on this plastic one.
He was like, $450, I was like, And then the alternative, he was like, well, knock off will cost you about 30 quid now for it for 20.
30 quid?
And I was like,
so do you want to spend 450 or 50?
So he got his knockoff. He charged me a bit more because he had to repaint it the same colour because I've got like a that's not just black. It's a special black, and it was you couldn't get the paint anywhere. And he was like, look, if I want to get this, I need to get it made and stuff. So I was like fuck's sake. And it actually looks better now than what it did originally. It's like it's pure.
You got lucky as fuck then.
Aye.
Still shut it up though.
It shut me up big time. I wouldn't say I was nervous on the road after that, but I definitely took more care at roundabouts.
Yeah.
Because the rest of the road I'm fine with, but at the roundabouts I took more care after that. Now I'm fine again, but it's that way, it's like...
For a couple of months you'll just be thinking about it.
You're like, fucking, how did I not see him? Why would he stop? And you just question yourself, and it's like, fuck, like you wish you'd done things differently, but obviously you couldn't, you can't go back now.
So the main thing I think we can take from your story is your insurance details, make sure to get anything knockoff you can for a car.
Pretty much, aye.
And probably know a mechanic, because that'll come in useful at some point in your life.
I think it's like you're meant to go through your insurance at all times though.
Yeah, no, but fuck that, like if it's cheaper and you could just pay the boy out, right? I'd like, see if you could, that's the other thing, see if you could afford it, and this isn't advice from me, this is general advice. If you can, then you should probably just pay it outright if you can afford it. Yeah. Or maybe take it.
Well, the thing is, I informed my insurance that it happened.
Oh right, okay. I'll probably know.
I phoned them and I was like, look, I've had like a bump, and they're like, and I was like, can I just like buy parts and fix this myself? And they were like, well, it'll increase your insurance because then you avoid your warranty. So I was like,
and then you just hung up.
No, so I was like, I says, so what will increase it by? He says, well, you need to give us the serial number of the bumper you buy, and then I'll give you a quote. And it was like £2 a month extra. And I was like, okay. do it. So
£2 a month doesn't actually sound too
so like, I
bad.
feel like aware.
Yeah.
But that was ages ago now.
No.
Feels like it anyway, but I still shout about what you say.
I don't think you can be any person unless you're a proper fucking hard man and not be affected by a crash any sort of means. Yeah.
Exactly.
Especially if you're like me and skint and realise the excessive damage that you've caused.
I remember when I was riding my dad's car before I passed my test and I bumped it, like the Morrison's pole. Like, you know how...
Oh.
No, but you know the... See when the...
Was that the old VW that you're driving?
Aye, you know like the... no, that was his good motor at the time.
Oh, the Mazda?
No, his other golf he had before him. And it was like, at each space it had like a black pole.
Aye.
I went in and he was like, keep going. And it was his fault. He was like, keep going. He was like, right, brake. And I never heard him. I was like, what? And he was like, brake. And I just went. And he went. He just looked at me and he just went, you're not fucking listening, no. He went out and he was like, oh, you're fucking lucky this time. I was like, keep going, you bastard. Even that though, it was like the tiniest bump, knew it didn't do any damage, and I knew it didn't make my dad think anything else of me, and I was just like, how the fuck did I not just stop? Just really bad, but
yeah, that was my biggest fear when I was driving like my Corsa when I got with like my dad, my mum and that, just like crashing when you're still learning, like shite, especially if you're like doing the Craigs or things like that when you're still learning to drive. Right, I know we're not exactly covering like very what do you call it, light-hearted subjects so far, but what did you, I thought of something yesterday, right?
Mm-hmm.
So you know like how everyone, like, so you know how you get tell if you know you're feeling down or whatever, you'll be like, I'm not saying like in general for like me, I'm just saying like, you know, if like someone's feeling quite down, often you would say to someone in that sort of way like, oh don't worry, you still have like plenty of like great days to come sort of thing. Like you always try and fill them up, like big them up about the future sort of thing, yeah?
Right.
Right. This is very like morbid shit to be thinking of, right? But you know, right, so everyone in their life is going to have a best, like to them, their best day ever, right? You know what I mean? Like the day that will never be beaten for them. What if those people have already had their best days, if you get what I mean? Because you think because you have an amazing life, statistically your best day of your life will sort of come like in your 40s sort of thing, yeah?
Mm-hmm.
But what if realistically it comes like beforehand, say like when you're 12, 13, whatever, and then I can see you're like, I don't know where to go with this, but like...
You've given me a subject that's very one word answer.
Yeah, I know, but...
It's a new question. Everybody's best day should be the day they get married.
What about the day they have their first child or something? I know not everyone's going to do that.
That's a worst day.
I know it was for your dad because of the World Cup, but
Like fucking worst day. Like it's doesn't even. It's life changing. It's.
Yeah.
I suppose you could put it in.
I'm not saying for the lasses, I'm saying for the guys.
It is. It's put. You can put it in that bracket, of course.
Yeah.
I've never done it,
No,
and
but
I don't plan on doing it anytime soon.
no, but you know, let's be real as well. You know, you think like your wedding day is going to be fucking perfect if you have it, sort of thing. It doesn't mean that it will necessarily.
Even if it goes shit, it's still the best day of your life, isn't it?
I think it depends. Like, I think it genuinely depends what you do. I think
if she says no, then you're always like. Then obviously
it'll be the worst day, but
we've got an issue. But
yeah, no, but I think it really depends because, like, for me, if I
don't think somebody can have a best day before they understand a best day.
In what way?
Yeah, I don't think you can have a best day of your life at 13-year-old.
No, but I'm
you
saying
don't
that.
understand.
No,
everything.
but you might get to a certain. What I'm saying is, so like, right, you might get to a certain. That's a fair point you make.
What defines a best day?
I think it maybe just depends. Like, I suppose there is a number of factors. This is why this is good when we talk because we come up with more theories. But
I'm just
But what if I'm okay? I'm going off with more the theory of happiness, right? your best day is like the happiest point of your life, sort of thing. And yes, for most people, you're right, it is their wedding day, sort of thing. You know, not everyone gets married. Some people just decide to be boyfriend, girlfriend, or boyfriend, boyfriend, girlfriend, girlfriend, like throughout their life, sort of thing. You know, they don't get married, sort of thing. Because they don't want to go down that path, sort of thing. So, you know, what would it be for them? The day they met their partner? Would it be a day with their mates? You know, what would it be?
Yeah.
I think if you're going to define it right, I always look at like best days such as like by happiness. I think that's the sort of best way to look at it. Because I can't think of another reason why you would look at it as the best day of your life. Like,
this is true, but I still couldn't see. Yeah, like it's still hard to say. I mean, the best day.
but that's right, it's a lot easier to please a child than it is to an adult.
Is the maddest sentence you've ever just said.
I just realised there as I said that last bit. It's a lot easier to be a child. No, I'm just going to stop. I'm just. For fuck's sake.
Oh fuck.
Oh no. Oh no.
You're going down for nonsense.
Oh,
do you want to rephrase that?
I'm not even sure how to now at this point.
Kids are happier
Yes.
as kids
Rather than adults. Or
rather
adults.
than when they grow up. You're not as happy.
Well, not even that, but like
Well, no,
you
you know what I mean.
you're more likely to be
as a
happier
kid.
as a kid than you are as an adult.
So you should have wanted it.
Yeah, you're correct. That just shows I'm an innocent mind. I also think of dirty things on you. Because I'm very innocent.
In general, you probably have 4 or 5 best days when you're a wee guy or a wee girl growing up. Because you think every day is the best day when you get some new present or that shit.
Aye, like Christmas
But
or birthdays and that.
someone's best day is down to the person you meet. So, for example, a best day, I mean, I could probably ask my dad what his best day is in the last 5 years, and he would most likely say Christmas, because he's with his family.
It's more difficult as an adult to pinpoint the best day of your life, sort of thing, compared to when you're a child.
Like, I don't think I could say, right, Dad, what was your best day in the last 5 years, and him go, I won a tenner at the lottery. It's just not something that he would say.
Yeah.
He would say Christmas
Aye.
is the best day, and he gets it every year and he loves it. Whereas if you ask me what's been the best day you had in the last 5 years, I'd probably just say that time I won £600 at the bookies. Is it my best day? No, but that's
The one that sticks out in your
exactly. Do you know what I mean? So it's like I've been to a lot of Rangers games this season in particular.
Poor man.
And previous seasons, but this season in
You've
particular.
been a lot this year. You've picked a good year to start going back and being a proper fan.
Well, and I take New York.
Plastic.
Well, very debatable. And you take like Rapid Vienna at home in the Europa League, and the European nights are amazing. Like, you don't know. Of course, you just don't know.
Yeah, it's actually quite unfortunate that the last season Aberdeen were in Europe properly was the year before I started watching football.
But they are though, like magical. They make your the hairs on your arms stand
No,
up
I mean, like,
singing. But
I know it's a completely different thing, but also you and me have both had that experience with Liverpool, and maybe I feel it more because I never see Aberdeen in these sorts of positions, so I enjoy more. Like,
so when I'm there, I'm at my happiest, and it's like, that's probably the best day I've had
recently. Well, maybe when we started setting charms on the best day of your life.
It's up there.
It's up there. The upper echelons.
We're the worst. But no, it's up there.
Yeah.
Of its time. But it's too hard to define what a best day can be.
I do sort of agree as well, because I was thinking about it more, but see if every day was like, say if there was a magical device out there, right, that registered a person's happiness every day, sort of thing, and you could sort of, and like by the end of their life when they're 70 they can
There
go,
probably is that device can be just like there is most likely that.
Whatever. Anyway, but you know, they register every single day of their life and they're registered their happiness, and then it comes to like, I don't know, they're on their deathbed and they go, here Mr. Allan, here's your top 5 happiest days now, like has some data that describes what they're going to do. How many of them do you think though would be in their childhood compared to your adult life? And we'll say childhood goes up to 18, sort of.
Fucking Jesus, right, that's...
we're talking though like you'll be 70, say it's like 70, 80 sort of by
you know my class is an adult when we're 60 now.
Yeah, I know, but I'm
I
just...
got fucking casinos.
Yeah, no, but I'm saying though, like, you know, most people still define
I would
kids
go
as
off kids who'll, like, if it was a device that registered you every day of your life, you're going to have more happy moments as a kid.
Aye, obviously. Well, depending upon your household, but you'd hope that it would be more sort of young.
If it's registered at the highest, happiest days, probably, like you say, day you have a child, wedding day.
Pass your test in your car, graduate,
That would be
those sort of
childhood,
thing.
depending on when you pass it. You
Well,
could put that in
Yeah,
there.
aye.
And you passed at 17, did you not?
I passed 17.
So you put that in that bracket.
Aye.
I still put it in that bracket as well, but a lot of people don't pass till they're 21, maybe even 25, 26.
Really? In this country?
100%. I know people I work with that's still yet to pass a test.
I mean, yeah, no, I know a lot of folk that I'm mates with at uni, because like, I'm the only person that's still in my mates group. Well, no, there's 2 in my mates group now that drive, but the rest of them have either done a lot of lessons are really close and some passed, or I've never.
You're in
a car.
you're in an environment where money's few and far between them. University students are, unless you're from China or something.
And yeah, don't get me wrong, it's both a bit of luck and a bit of, you know, I work my arse off at Dobie's to get the cars, but you know, I do realise I was from a fortunate position, but I also know a lot of people in my uni that are also in fortunate positions that could have done it if they wanted to, but just chose not to for some reason. But you and me, like, I know you didn't do it straight away as soon as you turned 17, but you know, relatively soon after you know had your 17, you started your lessons sort of thing. Also, I started mine straight away because I'm a car nut, but it sort of shows that, you know, how like desperate some people get into it, but I still can't get into like the mind of a 25-year-old that doesn't want to know how to even doesn't want the license, because surely it just opens so many more doors to like potentially buy a car later down the line so you can have a job further away and all that kind of idea. So yeah, no, I think you worded it there good. I reckon that if this magical device, which probably does exist, consistently, you'd probably have more happier days as when you're a child, but when you get into adult, I think you're right, you'll have more days which are like happy, like you'll get certain days which are up there at the very top sort of
happiness.
Yeah, especially because as you're an adult, it's also it's more difficult to make you happy sort of thing, so when something does come around, you feel a lot more sort of thing.
Aye.
Yeah, and moving on. This is an incredibly late topic, but Shane Dawson's Jake Paul series, because I wanted to chat to you about this. Me and Jamie haven't like rehearsed this at all, sort of thing.
Our thumbnail.
What?
Jake Paul.
Oh yeah, no.
Will
this be like the 4th Jake Paul sort of video we've made? Yeah. It's obviously very late. We do understand this, but again, we haven't done the podcast in a while. But I didn't know if you'd watch it. I wasn't going to watch it at all, but my friend Tasha said that I should. So I did.
I didn't at first.
When did you watch it? How far on?
After, it was about 4 episodes in, I think, or maybe 3.
I started after.
Dylan, my mate, told me to watch it.
Did you watch it all?
Aye.
I think I started from I think when the 3rd episode came out, I eventually got persuaded to start watching.
Yeah.
Thoughts then? Because again, we haven't chatted really about it. Well, we haven't chatted at all about it. I was sort of hoping you'd watch it, otherwise I would have a section.
Some parts were good.
Yeah.
It was directed quite well.
See, everyone says that, right? And I'm not having a dig, because I realise I'm going to get fucking blown out of my arse if I say this, but I reckon some parts could have been directed better. Because that's the one, like...
nothing's perfect.
No. But I reckon, like, I don't think it's as good, as well directed as everyone claims it was, sort of thing. I mean
the actual direction of the way he done it, though.
Oh, sorry, I thought you meant, like, camera work.
Camera work was good, but everything can be improved. But where his direction was, so where they interviewed one, to the final episode was done in the correct order.
Yeah, okay, no, that I'll give you, that was something.
And that's still directing it. Do you know what I mean? He's still got to plan that.
Let's be real though, right? Episodes 1 and 2, right? That could have been one video that was 15 to 20 minutes long. Agree?
Could have, aye.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Right, so start with the positives. What did you like?
Right, well, I actually spoke to Allan
in
regards to this, because when you mentioned it to me.
Were you getting feedback in preparation?
No, it was a case I wanted to know his opinion as well.
Yeah.
So I sent him a message saying Jake Paul, Shane Dawson, documentary of the year. What's the good, the bad and the main talking points in your opinion?
Right.
And then, like what I thought, I never mentioned it to him though, but we spoke about it obviously.
Yeah. And
he was like, oh, this, that, next time, we'll just talk about it. And then, one thing I noticed, how stupid some of the stuff in the segments were.
In what regard?
So, like Dylan said here, in episode 2, he made a sociopath sound.
What would you a sociopath sound? Like a killer or something?
No, like he made a sound as if he was no right need.
Oh, okay. No, I remember now. What
to make funny.
Yeah, no, I remember this now, yeah.
Although Dylan's described it terribly, he says like a monster.
Sorry, Dylan.
He got really deep with this, he went, when really they are just human, but born with less emotion.
Wow.
I was like, right. I literally says to him, damn, right, okay. That was one thing I noticed, but we never spoke about it together. So, episode 1 was directed well, it was in like, kind of enticed you, and it was like, I kind of want to see episode 2 now. And then it was like, episode 1 led into episode 2 in my opinion.
Yeah, no, I think they all led into each other, but...
No, but I don't know if you remember watching 6.
But you need to remind me of what was in each one, because I've forgotten which each number was. No, you keep it up, I'll YouTube it.
Aye, see, this is preparation, this is directing at its finest for Liam, who's meant to be, Shane Dawson, volume 1.
I'm Shane Dawson.
Well,
I mean, has anyone seen the fucking football documentary and the Visit Scotland?
If you're not genuinely go watch it.
I shit over Shane Dawson's content.
Well then. But
I'll just say like playing Shane Dawson undercut.
Shane Dawson in general didn't like him beforehand.
You didn't?
Nah, still don't. No, I don't hate him, but I don't like his content that he makes.
I've never seen I've never seen a video of his before.
You've seen the videos where he does the conspiracy theories?
No, I've never seen.
Bullshit.
Do you not remember we did a conspiracy theory episode?
He sits in his dark room and does like all these stupid voices. Matilda goes into the... And it's like, shut the fuck up. And... The
Secrets of Jake Paul, do you mean that one? Episode 6, yeah.
Like... So, episode 6, going into 7 was... Sorry, talk about Alyssa.
Yeah.
Going into the Secrets of Jake Paul. Don't think they led into each other. However, you knew what was coming after it. After his ex-girlfriend, you knew he was going to have his say after.
I did think...
Directed perfectly. The Alyssa Whyte one was probably my favourite one. Where he spoke to...
That was probably the one that gave the most insight about him from someone that is in his circle, so I liked it from that perspective.
I thought everything everyone thought was right, but there was no proof. So everybody thought that the two of them were going out made up.
Yeah.
Like, it was all a
fake
a
relationship.
con, if you will.
It's not really a con. I don't know who they're trying to con as such, but
they're conning views. It's money.
That, yeah.
You know, that it's like saying it's a con.
Yeah.
But they put on this display in order to get views and to get money, and they all had contracts, and
yeah, that I wasn't really surprised about, but like, so when you think about it more, it's sort of like shit. Wow.
I understand why they have contracts, because it's
yeah.
it's a company, it's a, you know, Team 10 is a brand and they all need to make money for it. I understand it, but to be in Jake Paul's position, you have a people who you regard as your friends, and you have one who is meant to be your girlfriend. If she breaches her contract, she gets put out of the house, but you might be going out with her. It just made no sense to me. And the world of Jake Paul was good. In terms of
yeah, the one where they're showing them around his house. That's the first episode where they meet them, where he meets them. That was when I heard it was going to be an 8-part series that was coming out. Yeah. I mean, obviously, like, I realised there's going to be these parts in between when I spoke to Lost of Violet and Nick Crompton and all that, but I thought with like that Lorna thing, he would be like spend a week with them, but if you think about it, he spent like half a day with them in that one, The World of Jake Paul, and I spent again half a day with him when he was at his house doing the final interview. Like, it wasn't a long time they spent with him, to be honest. I think they would have found out. I know you can find out a lot from a person in a very short time, but I think they could have found more if they spent maybe a couple of days with them.
Most likely, but Jake Paul as a person, you never really knew what he was like off the camera. With most YouTubers, you don't, but you do. Like, you know, your average Ali just goes and spends time with his girl, and they just live their normal life, make videos. They're just normal people.
Basically, what me and Jamie are like.
With Jake Paul, it's like he's so hyped up and fake on the camera. He's got to have an outside to him outside the camera, and then she went on to the fact that he had a different lassie every night, and it was like riding these bitches where she sleeps, and to me that's like fucking mind blowing. Like,
how would you deal with it if you were her?
I mean, I wouldn't. The thing is, our job was to pretend she was a girlfriend.
No, I get it, but also you could tell by the way from her video, she clearly liked him at a point, and he never.
They grew up together as well.
Yeah, no, but like clearly, clearly she liked him. He kind of liked her, but wasn't ready to go for the full commitment, and like that's why it sort of ended.
In her shoes, I would have bailed, only on the grounds.
Like during, before or after he was sleeping with my lass every night?
No, like just before. Like, if she sat down and thought about it, right, can I pretend to be your girlfriend for this length of time with this contract, with this amount of money?
How long? Do you remember how long the contract was? I can't remember how long they said it was.
I think it was 5 years. I think they signed them on it.
Yeah, so that's a long time. Like, especially to live in that. Like, she was what, 19, 20 when she first done that. That's like a big because you change a lot as a person between 20 to 25. That's like a big commitment you're putting yourself down to. Could you ever see yourself like, okay, say in a hypothetical world where sitting and chatting podcasts like smashes like Joe Rogan out the park like every week sort of thing, and say like I own one of those £1 million houses down the road there, yeah?
Yes.
Would you move into, obviously it would be a different environment than that, but like would you move into something like that of a house as such, like, because let's be real, if I was a millionaire, the first, not like a YouTuber, if I was a millionaire I would probably try and buy, because I'm still young, like a big like massive house, and I'd ask all my mates to move in sort of thing. Would you move into that kind of environment? Because in a similar sense you'd be, I know obviously nothing as mad as what they do would happen, but you know, in a similar sense you'd actually be kind of similar in her sort of regards. Like I would ken everyone, and although you do know my mates, you don't know them like incredibly well, Would you sort of go into that sort of different environment?
Because you've got to look at it in this sense. So It's so different. Like, one, I've got a normal job. Two, are you going to pay me to live with you?
No, we never pay.
Do you know what I mean? That's what she's getting.
Yeah, but I mean, like, you know, if I was a millionaire...
So if you were a millionaire...
I mean, I would give you enough money if you wanted to leave Eve, but I probably wouldn't, like, I wouldn't pay you to live there with me.
You're going to have this £1 million house.
Yeah.
We're all going to move in.
Yeah.
What next?
No, I'm not saying it's like a huge... I'm just saying, like, for mates or something.
We're going to have a business together, we need to make money as well.
Yeah, true. Sit and chat. This is where Sit and Chat is the biggest podcast.
You can't compare it. You can't compare that.
Yeah,
that's
fair.
Factors. But
that's fair.
If you says to me right now, you got a house, £1 million house, and you says to me, right, I'm going to invite you, as in me, 3 of my mates, don't know who they are, right, just 3 other than her, right, and you says to me, right, do you want to move in? And I'll be like, right, well, I'm going to be working at E, say it as earlier.
There's quite a few lovely houses down the road there, which...
Less to travel to work for me. Save me peril.
Like, that's the first thing you think of it, it's the less... It wouldn't even be that much, it's barely like a half a mile to your house from you.
One, how is it going to interrupt me and Amy? That's the 3 things, realistically.
Fair.
Because... And then on the other hand, it would be like, right, I learn how to be independent to an extent.
Yeah.
Because I'm not moved away from my house yet, so it's like my mum does, so it's like...
Yeah, you'd also learn how to do the basic shit which you don't have to do, your mum does.
So, 1, I learn independence. 2, if I need my mates, they're there. 3, you want to have a Domino's night in, cost you £2 side to get a pizza.
That's a very solid pause, yeah.
That aspect is a good side, but then you've got to weigh up the pros and cons. If I was in that scenario,
yeah,
and I was in Alyssa's situation, growing up knowing that you'd like this guy for best part of 3 years, she said, or more.
Again, I suppose the thing we should say is, like, I don't think Shane, to a certain extent, is trying to make anything up. I think he is trying to make a pretty raw documentary.
I think it is pretty raw.
But to the same extent as well, you don't know when they're lying, because some of them could be lying.
I know,
so I think it's only fair just to assume whatever they say at face value is true from their point of view.
But if she liked, no, that's what I'm saying though, if I was Alyssa Whyte and I'd liked him for 3 years, and then this contract was put in front of me, right, you're going to earn this amount of money per year to pretend you're my girlfriend. We make a video a day, you work these many hours a week, you get paid this amount of money. You're going to get sponsorships, you're going to get Instagram, following.
It would be like a platform to something bigger at the end.
Exactly, that's what it was, and she said that, and Jake said that, so the stories match up. Whether they're lying or no, don't know, but Alyssa Whyte did become big on Instagram, she has got sponsorships. So, in my eyes, I'm looking at this contract, and if she genuinely did like them, I wouldn't put myself in that position.
You wouldn't sign the contract, so...
No, because if you're spending every day pretending that you like a guy that you actually do like, and he's pumping bitches in front of you.
Yeah, but to be fair though, see when she signed that, she was maybe like... to be fair though, I don't think at the start they were actually... I think it was just like later on down the line he decided to title it, you know, with my girlfriend, like his videos with my girlfriend or whatever. Like, so he realised that it would give you... I don't think it was originally the contract was based around him being his girlfriend,
no, but they would have to have rediscussed it.
Oh yeah, obviously, but I'm saying, right, so say if she did like him, and clearly he did like her a wee bit back, I'm not saying to like the extent she did, or even that maybe he did but he just wasn't ready for it. What was I trying to say? I've forgotten. It would be kind of difficult for, maybe she would sort of think that, well, you know, clearly he likes me a wee bit, I like him. If we sit down and say we're fake girlfriend and boyfriend, one, that might be him making a move, sort of saying, I don't actually just want to say it outright, but will we actually go down this path? Or two, maybe she's like, after a while, maybe I can persuade him into actually going like to the full 9 miles with us.
It's hard. You don't know what mindset she was in.
True. I think that's all. I think that's all that. Like, I think the best thing about this entire thing was it gives you more of an insight into something that, like, you know, I know a wee bit about these folk, but I don't know that much in the grand scheme of things about these people. So it was interesting to learn about a life, especially where in America it might be considered, I'm not saying it's normal, but might be more normal, but in this country stuff like this is fucking like
frowned upon.
No, not even frowned upon, it's just like it's alien to us. Like, could you imagine if there was like, take those like houses down that road for example, because let's be honest, the only place in Stirling where those where folk like these would hang out would be those houses down that road there, yeah. Could you imagine if, like, because the average age of folk that live in those houses there will be like really rich doctors in like their 40s to like their 60s or 80s or whatever. Do you imagine if just in the middle of that there was like 8 20-year-olds just partying constantly? Like, it'd be so weird. I think that, like, I think when you're, cause
off camera, you don't know what they do.
No, obviously not, but you know, let's be real, they're all quite rich people and they clearly, from their videos, like to clearly party, and by the way that they're all...
I don't find that a vibe.
Really?
Nah, I don't know.
Nah, with her I do, especially that Alyssa Bell I do, and Jake Paul I do as well. Maybe not as much the other folk, but I get the vibe that most of them are partying most weeks, or going out drinking or whatever, like...
I don't see it.
It's basically like, you know, the equivalent of like, well, a shooting house or like a frat house, I think it's called in America. It's basically like a rich version of that, of what they were doing and recording it.
Potentially.
Yeah. Trying to think. Moving away from that, because we talked about her enough. What do you think of Nick Crompton? Because I was surprised because I thought he was going to slag him off more, sort of thing, Jake Paul off more. But he's a lot smarter with his brand than what I imagined he would be.
That's the only reason he went there was business, wasn't it? So when he spoke about when Nick was speaking, who was it speaking to before this was all out? I can't remember who it was he spoke to.
Oh, he went on Banks's podcast.
No, it was something else. No.
Anyway.
Pretty much, he says, I got hit up by, it's one of the sidemen, what out there?
KSI. But
No, because he hates them.
Anyway.
I think it was Miniminter, but anyway. No, it wasn't him, I don't know. He went out there and he was speaking to Nick and he was like, why are you here? Like, why do you want to be here? And Nick just turned and says, I'm a businessman. And that's what I wanted to be, and that's what I am.
He did seem actually kind of sincere though, in the sense that he did consider him like not like as close as maybe he did consider him a mate.
He says
sort of
towards the middle of the thing that he considered him as a friend.
Yeah.
But he did say no somebody would turn to, which.
Yeah, but like you have different mates as such.
I know, but I find that interesting because one, he has a friend.
Yeah.
But he's also his boss, and you're meant to be able to turn to your boss in times of need.
Yeah,
I'm going to look at it as a business because it is.
Yeah, but if you think about it, right, there's many examples out there of like much less rich sort of circumstances of where you'll get employees that do consider their bosses like friends to some degree, but they probably wouldn't turn to them for like the most serious shit, i.e. like obviously they'll have to tell them when something's going on, they probably wouldn't turn to them, like they probably wouldn't go to them.
I don't know, you can get good advice for a boss.
No, you definitely can, and I'm saying
life
for like,
experience on top, yeah.
Absolutely, but like some, obviously like not everyone's going to consider their boss in that high regard sort of thing.
Well, I mean, I suppose, but I found that quite interesting that he couldn't turn to him at a time of need, and it was a bit.
So we say that, but didn't you think it was? Did you ever hear the story like a few years, well, like a year, but I can't remember when it was, of Jake Paul apparently said he would let someone, I can't remember who it was, he said he'd let someone join Team 10 that asked him to join it, if he sucked Nick Crompton's dick is basically like his one like policy for getting in.
I heard the story.
Yeah.
I didn't know it was true.
I don't also know if it's true, but I'm thinking like, see if someone was willing to put you like that much laughing, obviously they wouldn't record it because they're not fucking that thick, but...
Well, look at brother.
But see if you were going to do that, yeah, you wouldn't, like okay, say if say if I said, yeah, you can, that person there, yeah, you can hang out with us, only if you suck his dick though for a bit of bands. How would you take that to me as I'm your mate?
I mean, it depends if we're doing it. First and foremost.
If Fergus.
Why not?
Why not?
If you were like, if Alyssa Violet was trying to join your team.
It's not. I'm not saying this as a team. I'm saying this as someone else.
What I'm saying.
You're getting too hopeful here.
All I'm saying.
All you're saying.
But
Hi Amy.
No, I mean it's fine. She doesn't watch it. I mean.
Sure.
I know. I mean, nah. It very much depends on. I mean, it'd never happen for a start.
Yeah, obviously I would never do that to you, but like,
no, and obviously Nick Crompton, that probably.
Yeah, obviously he wouldn't actually go ahead with it unless it was like forced into a situation. But I did find it strange. I not mean this in some way, but one of how business savvy he was, but also two of how friendly he genuinely seemed towards Jake Paul, and also in the same regard how Jake Paul completely wanted to like cast him aside by the looks of things when it was on the thing, because he clearly seems like
he knew what was business.
He's basically the opposite of me, right? He's very able to throw people aside by the looks of it. He doesn't care like how long you've known Jake Paul. He seems like if anything's wrong, like he will cut you out straight away, sort of thing.
Aye, 100%. No hesitation whatsoever.
Yeah.
Which
is why I get the whole sociopath thing to a certain extent, because if you are able to do that very easy, then.
Well, I mean, if there's something else that I want to say about my ass. They got me. I never knew this part, but I watched everything. Never did I lie. Watched everything. Didn't know this for a minute.
But.
So, where is it? That obviously Jake Paul gets therapy, or so he goes to a therapist, because he believed that him and Erica were together, and that they were happy, and then after speaking to Shane, that wasn't the case, and then they went.
They did seem actually, but they actually did seem quite genuine.
But then he goes to a therapist, and it was like, he goes to a therapist because he is a sociopath. Like he's not right in the head. And I thought like all his stuff was just put on, but if you think about putting that on all the time, going back to a real life, it's like...
I mean, yeah, it's going to get to a point where you're putting on a mask at the start, but eventually that mask will blend into your face and you'll lose sight of what actually is you.
It was actually Casper Lee that done the interview. I knew it was somebody British. Well, I say British, but a British YouTuber.
He's South African.
He was born and bred in Britain, you bastard. No, but aye. Like you say, you put a mask on for too long, it starts to mould in.
Was there anything else then you didn't really like about the documentary then?
The end? I actually wanted to continue. I wanted a couple more episodes.
Nah, and the last episode I think the last episode was the best by far. And like people slated them for the whole hour and 45-minute thing, but I actually felt like it was. I considered it more a podcast as such. I don't know if it's because I've done these with you now for so long, or because I've been listening to them now for over a year. But I was able to sit through that fine. But I get the average attention span of an audience isn't that long. But
I suppose.
No, but he seemed. It was weird because he seemed dead in his eyes when he was chatting to him, but he also did seem quite genuine when you speak to him. And you can also tell this is the first time he's been called out on his shit before.
Aye, 100%. Well, no, he's dealt with stuff before. But actual his life.
Yeah, no, he's never been. It's never been like brought up in front of him while he's been there.
I think when you look at like the whole thing that happened with his secretary.
Yeah.
How Banks punched him and all that pish.
Oh yeah, I forgot about that.
Like he's dealt with that. But
yeah, and I get, but it's a different thing entirely having people like chat shit to you like on a YouTube video or through comments or through like messages or whatever. It's completely different. You voluntarily going to their house, sitting down, and them calling you out on your shit.
Maybe so.
Like, it'd be a lot more different, right, if, like, say if I fucked up really badly in my life in some way and you message me and like, Liam, you've been a dick, you fucked up. Compared to if I go to your house and I sit down and you tell me to my face, Liam, you fucked up, you're a dick.
What one would you prefer?
From a friend, I would prefer to sit down in real life and chat to sort of thing, because I know that you're not just messaging me for the sake of it. If it's someone online that I don't know that I can give a fuck about, I prefer it to be online. But if it's actually a mate, like if it was you, Lewis, Strun, yada yada, I prefer them to tell it to me to my face, because that way I know A, that they care that I've done something wrong, and B, I can work on it more because I'm going to care more about that sort of thing.
Makes sense.
Yeah, even though it'll hurt more, like it's still a better thing to happen.
Aye, I agree with that. I agree with that.
Yeah.
But
I'm trying to think of anything else about the podcast. I'm trying to think of anything else about it.
No, just
either annoys me or I liked or that. Yeah, I think the first two episodes are basically a write off, because I mean, the second episode's about the whole putting up to he's a psychopath, sociopath, and then by then like, oh, he's actually not as bad as you think, sort of thing. So that was clearly a waste of time, and just, I get what he's doing. He obviously needs to make his views and he needs to pay his rent and that, but still, like, it was dragged on for far too long. If you make it into one 15-20 minute video, he's still going to get roughly the same amount of money that he would get anyway, but he doesn't need to drag it on through his arse about it.
yeah.
Like we're doing.
Well,
the other thing, right, and see when I was watching this, right, it kind of pissed me off though, you know, when he got his producer and there was actually a therapist to come and observe him when like he wasn't paying attention. See, if I was Jake Paul, that would actually piss me off a lot. And I was speaking to like Tasha who watched it, and she was like, why would it annoy you, sort of thing. It's just like, well, he's clearly agreed to this. He's like, although he's saying like, you know, he's willing to be a completely open book and that, and yes, he might lie or whatever, you need to trust him at his word. Like, you don't know if he's an arsehole completely or not. I don't think it's right that he, I get it was for part of the experiment, but also at the same time, like, it's a complete breach of trust sort of thing at the same extent, like, because he trusts him, like, no one else has done this for him. No one else has made a proper documentary with other, like, a camera crew and like come to his house and chatting to him. Like, no one's done that before to him, and the fact that like he's, in my opinion, ruined his trust. I would have been a lot more pissed off with him if I was him. Right, because he seemed fine about it. He was just like, whoa, that's cool. Sort of. I'd be fucking raging if someone brought a therapist and lied to me and told me it was this producer or whatever. See if they, I get obviously you react differently, but see even if they brought and didn't explain who she was, then that's slightly better than just fucking straight lying. Or even if he just went himself and showed the footage to her, then she can assess it at home. But don't fucking bring someone into his home that is going to assess her and then just say, you know, he's a sociopath. But no, what do you think? Did that annoy you? Would that have annoyed you?
Nah.
Really?
Would it have annoyed me?
Yeah, if you're in his shoes.
Depends what light you take in, because it's one, you've asked him to do this documentary and he's went out his way to look out for you.
That's what I'm saying, like.
No, but he's went out. No, what I'm saying is Shane's went out his way to just go, I'm going to bring a therapist in, just to see if the therapist thinks he's alright.
Well, I know he does it in good intentions, but it still really fucked me off.
But why? Why was
because
it?
It's
why
a
did you
breach
not
of
take it
trust.
as it was looking out for you?
Because
If you know this is going to millions across the world anyway.
Yeah.
What difference does it make if one therapist is in the room?
Because the point is, right, he's trusted him, right, because he's basically sold this as, I'm going to be, Jake Paul's basically sold this, I will be completely honest to you, you know, you're making a documentary about me. Surely the very
said that though, he says I'll be an open book.
yeah, that's what it means though, like, he'll tell his side of the story and he'll explain everything about him. So he's willing to give an openness that no one else has had into his life before.
Okay.
So, at the very least, Shane should do the same, in my opinion, and be open about that shit to him. And he is open for the majority of the time, but it's that one thing that fucks me off, because it's like...
Well, we can...
yeah, so Jamie, I want to talk to you about a cultural phenomenon, the likes of which has never been seen before. TikTok.
Do we need it? Fucking hell.
We do. It's big in the news, right. Firstly, because I'm presuming you've seen my tweet. What do you feel of TikTok?
I've never seen the tweet. Did I?
I don't know. I thought you did, but you didn't.
Anyway,
what's your opinion of TikTok?
A shower of shout for nonsense.
Yep, I agree.
I mean, right.
It was clearly built for kids, obviously.
It's musically, but with two people.
So we should probably explain as well.
No,
TikTok.
they know.
Yeah, actually, that's a fair point.
They know.
You're haunted by this.
Every fucking 3 swipes on Facebook, TikTok.
It's not that. I go into YouTube, every fucking thing I click on now, the first ad's TikTok that comes up on it.
Oh well, I've got ad-free YouTube.
Yeah, okay.
YouTube. Ad-free.
Yeah, I'm not paying £11 a month for some premium.
Advert free.
Trust me, it's worth it, but also I can't afford it.
Advert free. No, the total shower shite. And it's full of grubby old pedos that get to see the videos.
Yeah.
That sit on the internet. I saw one.
They're literally feeding them information.
You know the one that was you'll know it, but it was the one where the guy was in the tractor, and the lassie was like doing this or whatever, and she was a young lassie. Looked 18, was 12, and then like all the comments were like, "She's so hot." And I'm talking like guys with kids down south that I saw, and I was like,
did they know though, or not? Like, cause
unless you download TikTok, go to her profile, you will not know she is 12.
But
if you didn't brain smart, you would go right. I'll avoid commenting on that because you don't know how old she is.
Yeah. Also, what's the need to comment? Like,
exactly.
But like, if you're married and you got a couple of kids, you're not exactly good. Some lassie in America isn't going to fucking come over head over heels for you, is she?
Exactly. When you work in the bins, you know what I mean, and she's making thousands of pounds in sponsorships.
Yeah.
Just to make sense.
Yeah. I saw a video right the other day, and it was a very good question as well. See if you're on TikTok, yeah, and see if you're an older generation, yeah, and see if you're not a nonce, okay.
Right.
I know it's a difficult concept to process, but try and imagine, because there probably will be some that are out there that are just strange, right? Why do you do TikTok, right? Because let's be honest.
What age group?
Let's say anywhere from 20 to 40, that sort of age.
If you do TikTok from 20 to 40...
Yeah, and you're not a nonce.
Money.
Yeah, no, but do they make a lot of money? Because no, I'm genuine. I'm being like, see the ones that aren't advertised on YouTube or that don't get millions of views, right? Why do they do it? Because they must know how much they get ridiculed for this shit. It's so embarrassing.
Either because they know they'll get views, and then money,
yeah.
and or they just do it as a laugh with their kids.
Because I've genuinely never been on there. I've
downloaded that.
I just assume you maybe perform TikTok, do you?
No, but I went on after I saw that comment, because you know how you scroll through Facebook and then you click comments and it just shows them on stage. And I was like, I'm just gonna look through these, so I looked through and I saw like 4 or 5 comments the same sort of hang, and I was like, then it was like 3 consecutive. I was like, this is just no normal. So then I downloaded the app, and then I Google grabbed the picture, and it took me straight to a profile, And it's like, I looked and I was like, she was like 12 from Michigan. I was like, back to the comments. She's so hot. You're 40 for Sheffield with 2 kids. Like, stop.
Yeah, it's a bit both because, well, let's hope it's a bit both and it isn't a nonce, but he's clearly thought this lass is 16 or 18.
Even at that.
Yeah, but, you know, it's legal here at 16, so, it's, you know, I'm not saying it's brilliant, but it's legal.
Mind he's comment at the start. That's all I'm saying.
You know,
leaving that right there.
You know I'm going to edit that out if you don't chat shit.
Leaving that there on the tablet.
No, my point is though, in the eyes of the law, it's considered fine. I'm not sure I agree with it, but it's considered fine. But you know, I mean, let's say for example, right? They believe it's completely consensual and it's fine, sort of thing. It's still a weird fucking thing to do. Like, let's be honest. No lassie has ever looked at an Instagram comment or a TikTok comment and gone, damn, Big John from Sheffield. I really fancy a bit of that. Let me get on the next
flight.
I want
to his Big John.
Yeah.
You're right what you're saying, it's not happened. Well, you never know. You generally don't know if it's happened.
Yeah, do you comment on lassie Instagram stuff? Right?
No, absolutely not, no. I follow a lot of Instagram models.
Yeah, but you don't comment specifically fire, oh my god, you know, all that bullshit. You don't do that.
You scroll through my Instagram.
Yeah.
And as
just getting a couple of cheeky likes as we go.
As we go, do you know what I mean? There is many I got sponsored.
Yeah.
Sponsored. Do I comment on them? Absolutely not. Regardless, I know
they're obviously of age. They clearly are.
I have 1, a girlfriend, and 2, a brain. If you comment on...
And this is Jamie that's got the brain.
Fucking shoot your mouth. Regardless of whether you know take Cheryl Cole or Fernando, whatever her fucking name is, right? Orsini, right? Whatever her name is.
Big fucking Cheryl.
Take that into consideration, you know she is of age. 125,000,000,000%.
Yes.
I am of age. Oh, breathe for a minute. Would I comment on it saying you look fire? No. Because then I know some Mongo's going to walk down. Oh look, I'd be Mongo saying that. Just why would you be a fucking idiot?
Yeah. You can think it, you don't need to say it.
If you're trying to get with a bird for your school, different story. But what you please.
He was trying to get with school kids. You hearing this?
There is a slight difference. That comment is right here.
I'm putting your comment back.
If you're trying to get, that's what I actually say. I'm leaving it on. Take that comment, get it to fuck. Actually, if you are trying to get with a bird from your school,
yes,
you may comment on her profile picture saying fire emoji.
Would you even do that? That's pretty fucking cringy in my opinion. I know we're getting a bit off top, but that's
no, because you look at it girls will take that as a comment or a compliment.
I think it depends what you say. I reckon if you do something pish like the fire emoji, then that's good.
Well, it's better than a guy going on to a comment.
Yeah, no, okay.
You're slaying.
Yeah.
I've never understood that. You're slaying. What's she slaying? Do you know what I mean? She's not slaying nothing.
Unless she is literally in the woods with a bear in her hand.
Unless she is a mass murderer, she's no slaying.
Yeah, no, okay, that's a fair
I understand
point,
what it means, but it's...
But, right, going back to TikTok, do you think it's just because now we're of an older generation that we don't get it? Do you reckon, you and me were never, I know we do this now. I know you and me do this now, but you and me aren't exactly ones for posts, I know you tweet quite a bit or retweet quite a bit, but it's not like you and me have a massive online social presence, despite the fact we have all the sort of social, but do you think if we were 14 now in 2018 we'd be doing TikTok?
Most likely.
I'm not sure we can get away with it. Our school would be fucking hammered for that shit.
But you don't know, half of the school's probably doing that.
That's true. We'd actually need to.
I know for a fact that school does it. My sister goes.
Yeah, my point is your wee sister like
15.
around that age? Yeah, so
Hands off.
No, just she'd do TikTok and that.
She doesn't it, but she watches it.
Aye, just she can like folk in her school do it.
People do. So it must be socially acceptable to be doing TikTok at your school now.
Right, it's just because we are old, we just think, yeah.
Age is a factor, not a number.
See, you heard that as well. He said just age is a number. Shocking. Classic nods. Right, can we agree to stop on these jokes? Like,
I mean, you started it.
Shut. Anyway.
And
Joy
it is a factor.
Yeah.
But I tweet, I visit Instagram regularly. Facebook is my new Vine. I literally watch Facebook to see the funny videos. That's it. Nothing else. I'll on the odd occasion change my picture from normal to poppies round it. Snapchat I use on a regular, just in general. Had streaks at one point, no something I enjoyed, something I done. That was pretty much it.
Yeah, it's like I'm pretty similar, to be honest, in the amount that you and me both do.
I use Messenger excessively. That I will say.
Yeah, but that's not like posting though. That's like your
It's a social platform though.
Yeah, no, true. I suppose it's like TikTok. Like I've seen some TikTok. Yeah, no, TikTok. I've seen some really strange shit on, like mainly from the ad. I don't know why as well YouTube chooses to pick those like specific ads. I will say though that some of the fucking things that TikTok I've seen and I will say at first I thought it was just a load of shit, but seeing some of the, like the trolls that go on it and make like the funny shit from it, that does crack me up sometimes.
That's something. There is some funny.
Yeah, no, the folk that are about like 12 or whatever, they're just trying to take the piss out of like these older folk. Are like fucking hilarious.
Like, I typed in TikTok to YouTube.
Yeah.
Funniest TikToks, funniest cringe compilation, memes, cringe. So it's clear we're not the only ones that find it.
We're not. I'm pretty sure that most folk, even that are a wee bit younger than us, will think that it's cringe.
And like, I remember the first, like one of the first nights it came out, and it was like, I think the hashtag was hashtag am I TikToker?
Yeah, no, so yeah.
Or hashtag TikTok like clock or something like that, and it was just like, this is a total fucking embarrassment.
The worst, the absolute worst one, the worst one that I saw from it was when it first came out. So you know what is it? Girls like girls don't like good guys, they like bad guys sort of thing. You know when the guy like dresses up weird and he takes off the glasses and he's got like a gimpy leather jacket on. That's it as well. Like, see all these folk as well. They're clearly all American that do it as well because every time it's like some guy wearing glasses with like hair like in like a Hitler sort of way, and he's like holding a book or something. And then as soon as like he like puts his hand on the camera and looks away, he's got like fucking hair down to his shoulders. He's wearing like Ray-Bans. He's got like a fucking leather jacket on. I bet he feels so fucking good. But it's not just one though, it's like hundreds of these fucking things. I know. It's like, that is the worst fucking embarrassment. Like, imagine being fucking 25 and choosing to do that, like, as a bit of bands.
Knowing you need to go in and your work colleagues might have seen it. Embarrassing.
Do you reckon in America that's just deemed socially acceptable? Just look at that and go, oh.
Probably.
John, mate, that was fucking class, that TikTok.
Probably no said like that, but probably, yeah.
There probably isn't a big Scottish guy there that's complimenting them.
Very much doubted, to be honest. It was better than the hashtag I saw the other night though.
What?
Stan Lee.
About wee big Stanley.
Wee big Stan Lee.
I don't know why I called him that. I don't know why.
But
it's a shame.
I'd rather not see that than see TikToker every day. But aye. I wasn't too big up in super movies.
Yeah, no, I was gonna say like
I'm not at all.
You're not a big movie person in general.
I know who he is though, and I know that he's made 90% of people around me's childhood better.
Yeah.
So
well, as someone then that's announced it, because you are very much one of the few that didn't watch, like, run to the cinema to see the next Avengers movie or whatever, so...
I've never seen a Superman, but tell a lie, I've seen Incredibles, I don't know if that would class.
That's a superhero movie.
I've seen them too, I enjoyed them.
Yeah.
They're good.
You've not seen, like, the Marvel stuff, no?
Never. I understand that it starts with Iron Man 1, 2, goes into Thor.
Have you never been tempted, no? Because everyone else watches them?
Never. And it's only Dylan recently started to try and get me to watch Game of Thrones.
Oh no, I can't be fucked with that. I can't. It's too long. It's too long.
Right, okay. Fair enough.
Films like one of those films are like an hour and a half, like, and it's done. Like, that's fine. I can do that in a day. It's like that's it over.
Game of Thrones, 7 series, 30 episodes, 50 minutes long, and I was like,
yeah, no, fuck that.
No.
Yeah,
never.
Why would you? Why? Also, yeah, you're not like. You're someone that doesn't watch really films that much, but see when you do, like, the only films that me and Jamie have ever really watched together is like the Fast and Furious sort of things.
Right.
So like, you know, you're up for like a wee bit of band sort of thing in films, which is why I sort of think you might actually enjoy the Marvel
I've only
films.
recently started watching like Netflix series, and the odd occasion I'll watch a movie, but when I watch a movie, I engross myself in the movie.
Yeah.
So like I went and seen, you know, the movie The Meg with the shark.
Aye.
Fucking loved that movie, but it got an absolute load of bad reviews.
Yeah, it's just a bit of fun, but at the same time I can see why it's like dumb shit sort of thing.
But like it was just so well put together, and I was like, this is a good movie. And then, you know, it wasn't like a...
So a film reviewer like myself to look at.
I didn't waste my time going and reviewing it, and I enjoyed that. And like, there's just loads of movies like that, like Borat, which is a good movie. Shockingly filmed. Good movie nonetheless.
Do you know, I can't actually remember much about it, it's been so long since I've seen it.
It's just the way where he comes from Kazakhstan, dictator, and just does all the wrong shit in the right place. And it was just like, I don't know, good movies.
Yeah,
are
but
hard
like,
to come by, I believe.
Really?
Aye, they are. Good movies, really good movies. A movie you can sit down and you can say, right.
But like the films you've just named there aren't exactly typical classics, so to speak. Like,
but does it need to be old to be good?
No, absolutely doesn't.
Like, I've seen all the James Bonds.
Yeah.
And they're amazing.
Yeah, thank you. Well to put.
I've seen all the Harry Potters, and amazing. Fight me. Like, I'll fight you with Harry Potter.
I saw Harry Potter when I was younger. I liked them.
I think it's the best. One of the best.
Yeah, I didn't actually think you liked Harry Potter.
One of the best franchises. I can't wait to the series that they're coming out on Netflix this month.
Oh sure. I didn't actually know you liked them.
Outstanding.
You are going to say a new one came out the other day. The Fantastic Beasts.
Oh right. Can do. Probably in my opinion, my favourite franchise. Yeah. That and Fast and Furious. Fast and Furious is kind of getting dragged out now.
I mean, that sixth one that we went and seen, that airport by there, I was just, I'm done with the franchise. I haven't watched the ones afterwards.
I'll still go and watch it, but it's like...
I can't be arsed with them anymore.
Dragged out.
5 was the perfect blend between like serious and stupidity, in my opinion.
Like, so, Harry Potter, James Bond, these are old and gold. But a proper good movie that gets you going, right, here's what happened here, that relates back to that. That is there, bang bang, amazing. I've not had a movie like that in ages. I think the last one, it was a series I watched that made me really get engrossed.
You like any of the Christopher Nolan stuff?
Well, name a few.
Dunkirk.
Seen it.
What do you think of it? Because I love that fucking film.
I thought it was excellent. I thought it gave me good insight. I wouldn't go watch it again.
I was the one I was going to say to you was Memento if you're up for a mind fuck.
I mean, are you saying mind fuck is in the sense I won't get it? Because I will get it. I'll get it. Believe me, I'll get it.
He set himself a challenge.
Believe me, I'll get it.
Right, well, just to give you a premise, right, it's they shot it. The movie put together in two different ways. So some of the parts are in reverse order, and some of the parts are in the right order, and they put them together.
I'll get it.
Okay, fine.
100%.
Right, go and watch it, right, and then come back to me and tell me what you thought of it.
I could lie to you. We'll need to watch it together.
Okay.
And then I'll tell you at the moment.
Okay. No, I mean, I'd believe you if you went and if you said you watched it.
I mean, I could lie to you. I'll not lie to you, but I could lie to you.
Yeah.
But, no,
I trust you enough.
I engross myself in a movie.
No. But
just it's like an hour and a half, I'll never get back. It's like I'm going to focus.
It's surprising though, because you really don't want, from what I know, like, you really never watch other shows.
I never even had Netflix. I used to, never had it. I used to watch like The Big Bang Theory religiously all the time.
So shit. That is fucking dog shit.
Friends is dog shit.
I don't mind Friends. Friends got me through one of my worst ill periods. Like see last year when I was really ill when we were doing the podcast, and I had like about 2 weeks bedridden. It was at that point Friends came on Netflix. I'd never seen it before, and that was perfect because I could just do that for a few hours, you know. And you know, I'm not saying it's fucking comedy genius, but it was a good. No, it's not. Don't lie.
Andrew, Friends is alright.
Alright.
But The Big Bang Theory, I used to watch it all the time. It was the only reason I got Netflix, just to watch that, and then that was it. I was going to cancel it. Just wanted to see it. My dad started watching it, so I just kept it. And
it's too. Have you seen it without a laughing track? The videos online.
Oh, what? What?
Like, say if you Google or YouTube, Big Bang Theory without laughing track, you get like some painful fucking to watch. Like,
you get everything, man. It's got a laugh.
No. But like this in particular is so bad. I haven't seen anything as bad.
Here's a series I'd 100% recommend you watch.
What?
If you've not watched it already, like now. It's called The Haunting of the Hill House.
I'm not really into horror shit.
Neither am I.
Is that good?
Outstanding.
What's
I'm not into horrors in the sense I'm not scared of them.
Yeah.
I don't find them fascinating. Like scary movie, film was funny.
Scary movie is funny. Yeah. But it's not horror. I wouldn't count that as a horror film.
But move across to like The Conjuring. No interest to watch it. Pure bullshit. I've seen all the Saws. Courtesy Amy, she made me watch them. So Saw all the way up.
Yeah, any good?
Good movies.
All of them or just the first
every one of them. Every one of them. Jigsaw was the last one.
Yeah, that was the one that came out last year.
Even at that, 8 movies later, amazing. Just, they've got something new every time, and it all relates back to how his life started. Great movie. Franchise, if you will. Would watch all of them. But I'm not into horrors, don't like them. But 100% of The Haunting of the Hill House is the best series I've seen on Netflix in the last 2 years.
Yeah, so what's that about then?
Well, I mean, it's basically this house that's, I think it's like 3 miles away from like the nearest next house, right?
It's a very isolated.
Aye, so it sits out in this area, loads of fucking field, and then another house that belongs to a family called the Dudleys, who work.
Wasn't that from Harry Potter? Going back to
and they work in this big massive mansion.
Right.
Right. But basically it used to belong to a family called the Hills. Hill House.
Hell House.
That's what it's called in the movie.
Yeah.
Hill House.
What a surprise. Yeah.
But pretty much the family was there was a mum and she was so.
Should we just say spoilers?
No, it's not really. She's so mentally ill, and she's so traumatised that.
By what?
Just she's ill.
Right, okay.
So she's like she's psycho. She can't control anything she does. Her and her husband and the family live there. They all die. Funny.
Like during the course of the series, or
no, you
before?
don't see them. You don't see them dying. Basically, the way the series starts is this new family buy this house. They go on to renovate to sell it on.
The classic horror premise.
So they buy the house to renovate the house to then sell the house and move somewhere else.
Who'd want to buy a house that's isolated by 3 miles?
To renovate and sell, it would seem logical.
Yeah.
When they stay in it, they choose to stay in it to save money.
Okay.
When they do that, but as soon as they walk in, there's like wee bits that you see that you just know, right? They walk in, and all the kids go, "Oh, it's freezing in here,"
Aye, so haunted, yeah.
right? They think they hurry up. They have weird things happen at night. One of the daughters of the new family that lives says she screams during the night and she sees what's called the bent neck lady. Is what she names it as anyway, as a wee girl. Aye.
Sort of looks
And
like that.
pretty much what it seems like to me is they've all got their own ghost haunting them.
Right.
Towards the end of it, you guys don't know. And it all
That's
comes
one big ghost.
no, and it all comes down to the family that's just moved in. They're haunted originally.
Oh.
But they don't. Basically, they go in unhaunted, become haunted, and what was going to happen, it already happened.
That confused me a bit.
Yes. So I'll give you a wee spoiler.
Spoiler alert.
The bent neck lady is one of the family that's moved in. I'll not give you who.
Oh, so okay, they're being haunted by their future selves that are dead.
Yes. Now the mum, spoiler alert, the mum that moves into the house to renovate, she sees everything that happens in the future,
Okay.
but you don't see that until the end.
Okay.
They move into the house. There's a room that they can't open. There's no key. The door cannot be broke down.
I'll fucking kick it, dude.
He took an axe to it. Couldn't get it down. Now that is alarm bells to me. I know. See you later.
Shoot a tank.
Well, so pretty much they cannot open this door.
Under any circumstance.
No way. They try everything. You see them trying everything. It's a movie, obviously. But towards the end of the story, that proves pivotal. But you forget about it midway through.
Yeah, that's one of those sorts of twists.
Aye.
Yeah, where it comes up to the start and it doesn't become relevant again.
Right at the start, you see things that aren't actually there. You see the things that aren't actually there.
Okay.
Because they are there on the screen, but things that you didn't even notice could be a factor. So it's definitely worth the watch. I don't want to spoil it too much, but honestly, see if you start watching it, it's an hour an episode, almost anyway.
Yeah.
And there's only 8 episodes. Take that time, watch it.
Yeah. Well,
Never regret it.
in which case then I'll do that, but I'm going to recommend you something and saying like, so you've never, apart from Incredibles then, you've never seen any superhero stuff then?
No.
Right.
Don't plan on it either.
No. I'll watch this, right? But if you ever whatchamacallit, if you've seen on Netflix their sort of like their Marvel sort of heroes sort of things.
No.
Right, okay, so premise is you can, right, so you've got the films, yeah, and they're sort of the light-hearted film, but all these films, yeah, they're in the same universe, okay? So it's one universe like ours, but it just has superheroes in it, that's the one difference, okay?
Mm-hmm.
Now, there's a TV series equivalent, right, where there's a couple of superheroes in the same world as the, well, I suppose before us to continue, do you like serious stuff, or are you not really a big fan of serious stuff?
Explain. What do you mean serious stuff?
Like, obviously Fast and Furious is like in the mega like fun action films. Do you like, I'm not saying like it's depressing, I'm just saying like it's more grounded in reality, it's quite serious sort of thing. Like, not to the point where it'll make you depressed to watch it, but
to an extent, aye.
yeah. Well, like, seeing these ones then, yeah, so there are these folks with, like, abilities in it. There's one guy that's blind, but, that got blinded when he was away, but his other senses were heightened as such, so he can hear better, he can, like, smell better, you know, all this sort of shit. And that basically makes him, like, a good ninja. Sort of thing. That's not the one I'm recommending to you because that's more down the superhero route, which I don't think you
I
like.
mean, it's no superhero, that actually happens in real life though.
Yeah, no, but I mean like to the extent where he becomes a superhero.
Right, okay.
And then you have a guy. This is definitely not the one I'm suggesting to you. there was part of it's too complicated to explain, but basically he was a rich billionaire child who was going on holiday with his parents. Plane crashed, and he was taken in by a group of monks, and he was taught powers by these monks. Okay, again, avoid that one. Another one called Luke Cage, where basically this guy's experimented on, and he lives in Harlem, and he's given basically bulletproof skin, like nothing will get through his skin, no matter what, sort of thing.
I've heard the name Luke Cage.
Avoid that one as well. Last one though, Jessica Jones, I would absolutely recommend 100% watching to you, because it's not like a superhero at all, right? She isn't a hero, she herself says she is not a hero. She's strong. She was experimented on when she was a child after her parents died. So she has like incredible human strength, sort of thing. That's the only thing that's related to superheroes in this entire thing. The rest of the show is basically she's a PI, and she has to sort of try and solve the puzzles that what happened with her parents, like when she died up until her current situation, and the sort of lead out, and how other people are suffering through similar things to her when she thought she was the only one. Again, the only thing that's related to a superhero in this is that she's really strong and she can punch her way through shit. That's the only thing that's superhero related. The rest of it's, there's a wee bit of comedy in there, but for the most part it's quite serious, and you know, it's like a proper PI investigation. It's all like an investigative sort of like series, and it's incredible writing. You ken David Tennant? He's like the main villain in it. He's really good in it. So that is I will watch your thing if you at least watch a couple of episodes of that.
Episodes? I thought it was a movie.
Nah, it's like half an hour episodes.
That's not too bad. How many?
There's 13 total, but I'm saying like give it 2 episodes to see if you like it.
See if I like it, right, that's fair.
And I'll watch your film to see if I like it.
Series.
As a series, how many episodes?
10. No, 8.
How long?
An hour. Trust me, you'll know look back on it.
I watched 2.
I'm going to show you the trailer off camera.
Yeah, right. But should we agree then?
The trailer doesn't do it justice, but it still shows you enough to make you want to watch it.
So shall we agree?
No, it's 10 episodes, sorry.
Right, so, but shall we go... Well, mine's is 13, but mine's a shorter episode length, but...
10 and an hour, 45 minutes.
Yeah, okay, but roughly that time. Right. I watched 2 episodes of that, you watched 2 episodes of mine, see if you like it, and then we can decide if we're going to keep watching.
That's fair.
I'll see if I can get you on the... It's not really like see all the other 3. Yeah,
I will never change the watching a.
No, but like that's the thing I'm trying to say to you. Like this is the most like, what is it about superhero things? You know, like, it's just because like they're too like over the top sort of thing.
I just don't follow the shit that happens during them.
No, that's fine, but like
kryptonites and all that bollocks. Like, I can't follow.
No, but that's the good thing about this, and that's why I think you like it, because it doesn't go around all that bullshit. The only things that's important the only thing that ties her into a superhero is that she's really strong. She's fucking like she can beat the shit out of anyone. That's sort of like one thing that makes her a superhero. The rest of the time it's just a good detective sort of PI sort of series, and it's nowhere near PG anyway. It's not like it's a typical kid sort of thing. It's not like a kid superhero film where like the good guy always wins and then like you know there's serious topics in it. So that's why I think you might like it. But I'll give you the the Haunted Hill House.
No, the Haunting of the Hill House.
I've seen it like advertised on Netflix, so I'll go and give that a watch. So.
And another good movie, by the way, the last one I saw was Passengers.
Well, is that with Jennifer Aniston and
Jennifer Lawrence?
Jennifer Lawrence. I think it's friends.
It's like a proper. I never thought I'd enjoy it. It's like because it's like a rom-com type thing.
Yeah, I saw it look quite shite to be honest.
They fall in love.
How shocking!
How hard it must have been for her to fall in love with the only lady that's in the fucking ship.
I mean, yeah, and it does help as well that she's quite fit, so.
Aye, but no, that was a good movie. I quite enjoyed it, but it does look shite.
It does look shite.
Proper shit.
So, going to do Liam and Jabba do the news again. Get back to it.
Welcome.
Keep on a regular schedule. We'll say what I said to Jamie off camera. both aren't exactly the nicest stories, but do you know what? We cover the news, so that's what we're going to do. So the first one is talking about the Leicester City helicopter crash.
Okay.
So for those of you that aren't aware, the football club Leicester City, their chairman, now I can never pronounce his name, please scale me, you can pronounce it. Vici, we'll call him Vici, okay? He's got a very difficult name, okay, and I don't want to disrespect. Yeah, probably not that, let's be real. Anyway, his thing is that he likes to ride out of helicopters out of the cities, like every sort, like every game. Yeah, every home game. And unfortunately, last month his helicopter sadly crashed, killing him and 4 others, including the 2 pilots and 2 other people on board. But it was confirmed 4 hours actually just before the show that the helicopter did not respond to the pilot's commands. So it's not like a human error sort of thing. They're thinking it's a mechanical error with the
it was his daughter, it was a pilot, was it not?
No, it was, well maybe, I think one was a male pilot, but...
Well, his daughter was the other one.
Yeah.
Because his daughter died in the crash.
I thought she was just riding on board, I didn't realise she was part of it. The pilot team.
I could be wrong.
Yeah. Anyway, they're basically still saying they're doing investigations, but where the real sadness also comes from this is that Leicester were a few years ago in the 2nd division of the Championship in England, and then they won the league 2 years after being promoted on the 5,000 to 1 odds, and he was apparently a big part of their city and their community as such, so thoughts go out to the parents, but yeah, I don't know, does it make it better or worse that it's not human error at that point, because you're thinking it can be avoided then, but...
No, it's happens to the best of us. It's shite place, shite scenario. I was surprised at how much he had done for the city.
Yeah, I didn't know.
Paid millions for hospitals around the city.
Yeah.
Paid for education.
It's a shame as well that you don't hear about these things until after they passed away.
That's it. You would appreciate something a bit more if you knew what they were doing behind the scenes. But that was what he was. He was kind of kept himself to himself and done what he done for the club behind the scenes, as well as done what he done for the city behind the scenes. It was never really spoke about, which is a good thing. But you know, because he's obviously just not wanting praise.
Yeah.
But when it comes to, like you say, when he passes, you've got to understand that this is what he did do. And it's fair that it's coming out when he's passed by. It's a shite place, isn't it? Shite scenario.
Yeah.
Especially for his family, his daughters.
Yeah.
Well, his daughter, and his son that's still alive. It brought Leicester together though, I think. As a city, not just as
a club. Yeah.
A club, but you look at it. It brought Claudio Ranieri back to Leicester in terms of his at every game. He's been at every game since. They all went there for the funeral. Vardy took a lot of time with Vici's son, which I thought was, obviously if you're in that position you're like, right, what can I do to help? 9 times out of 10 everybody go, nothing, just stay with it, because it's like, it's a family, it's time to let it grieve. Whereas Vardy he took a lot of time, his own personal time, to spend time with his Vici's son. Vici did a lot for Vardy, made him who he is. Obviously there's a criteria, a skill there for Vardy, but
he took the gamble on him.
He took a total gamble, a League 2 player who wasn't performing at the best, but
first ever £1 million non-league player.
Exactly, and it was like, if you, and obviously he got him an interview and says that he sold him a dream, and he got his dream. That's why he moved to Leicester, is he earned the dream that he wanted, and he says he wanted to win the league, he wanted to win the Premier League. And he says very rarely do you get sold a dream by a man, and
you get it.
You know, a man sitting to his word. So it seemed all inspirational. It was nice.
Yeah.
Bad situation, but nice to see everything else that happened after it. But it's a big change. Do you know what I mean? What happens now?
Who's they bring in?
Do they bring a new chairman in? Do they allow the family to take over? Does it become a family?
It could get into a very dangerous position as well, because Leicester, even though they've not come close to win the league since they've been consistent top half, like upper top half table since they've won it. So if they're not careful, then obviously things could and hopefully won't, but they have the potential to get worse. Sort of.
The thing is, they'll get bought over again. That's not an issue, but it's I'm looking at it more as in the. Is it going to become a family board until that happens? Where is the funding going to come through?
I don't think they're in like a shit show position.
No, of course not.
I don't think they need to buy.
Money's still going into the club.
Yeah, no, obviously, but I don't think it's like they'll need to invest in. I don't think it's like they're desperately investment in Jared. They can. I think like the players and the club will understand that they're probably nothing will happen during January, but that's acceptable. And then come the summer, you'll see a big change.
You saw their weekday game. The manager, I can't remember what's his name, Claude Powell.
Well, yeah.
Came out and just said in the interview, like, straight up, we don't win. If you don't want to buy a ticket to the game, don't. But we're going out there only to pay homage to Whyte. Yeah. If we lose, we lose. This game literally means nothing to us. It's what we're playing it for. Which, I'd be in two minds as a fan. I'd be like, well, realistically, I've still got a job to do.
No, but I think...
And if anything, I want to win for Whyte. That's...
No, I get that point, but also at the same extent as well, if that is... Like, if I was in Leicester's position, then, you know, I'd be fine for, like you know, a wee... I understand that there's going to be a wee time of mourning and probably poor results, and, you know, then you get back on your high horse and get to it, because, you know, thankfully a season isn't like 10 games, it's 38, there's still plenty of time to recover after it, but yeah, it's just a
straight scenario.
Yeah, and if there was a helicopter, obviously hopefully they'll do something about it, because I imagine that's not the only one of that helicopter that's been sold.
No, probably not.
Anyway, yeah, I suppose that it's just better to leave off this, because we've gone through a lot of shite topics, to be honest. We've not really had many happy topics this week.
No, this is true.
Yeah.
This is true.
Anyway, next week I'm off, I guess. I'm sure it'll be more upbeat. But until then, I've been Liam Whyte.
Theejamieallan.
I'll catch you next week. Goodbye.